Hi there folks, and welcome to the What Solutions for this week's Daily Rigour, issue number 89. So in the top story, obviously these new times table tests for primary school kids in England are coming into place in March. So what we're showing you here is this wee cool trick to times numbers by 11. It's a cracker wee video lesson on the website if you want to check it out. Obviously at Rigour Maths we believe in conceptual understanding, but the odd wee trick here and there for a wee bit of fun, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So let's use this trick. So 72 times 11 is going to start with a 7, it's going to end with a 2, and then we're going to add these two numbers together to get 9 and put it in the middle. So 792, how cool is that? Right, 48 times 11 now, and this is where the wee bit of common sense is going to come into play. So it's going to start with a 4, it's going to end with an 8. Now 4 add 8 is 12, but the answer is obviously not going to be 4,128, so we're going to put the 2 in the middle, and then the 1's going to carry on and get added on to the 4, so the answer becomes 528. So can we use this rule for 3-digit numbers now? Well, let's try it. It starts with a 1, ends with a 3, then we add the digits, so 1 add 2 is 3, and 2 add 3 is 5, so the answer is 1353, and you should have known that your answer was going to have 4 digits in it as opposed to the 3 digits in the question. So what I suggest you do now is, now that you've seen this for part C, if you didn't quite get it right, why don't you pause the video now and try this really big one here. Right, so this one here is going to start with a 2, it's going to end with a 6, and it's going to be 2 add 3 is 5, 3 add 4 is 7, 4 add 5 is 9, 5 add 3 is 8, and 3 add 6 is 9. So it's 2,579,896. What a cool wee rule. We actually incidentally sent the times by 11 lesson on the website to this former education minister here, but we only got a standard reply, so we were a wee bit disappointed about that. Anyway, on to our next story. So you can now get married in Wetherspoons for £3,000, and this is 11.29 times less than the average cost of a UK wedding. So to work out the average cost of a UK wedding, we need to times the 3,000 by 11.29. That comes to £33,870 for the average cost of a UK wedding. Well, I can assure you folks, Mrs. Riggerman never got that much money spent on her for her wedding. What a shocking amount of money. Think of what you could do with that money instead of your wedding. For goodness sake, you could pay for a third of your house. Anyway, right, on to entertainment now. So Jeremy Clarkson is reportedly going to be the new host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So here's a couple of fun numeracy questions that appeared in past shows. So average person speaks 16,000 words per day. How many days would it take to speak 560,000 words? So in other words, how many times does 16,000 go into 560,000? So it's a divide, and the answer there, if you're doing it mentally, because that's what this person in the show would have had to have done, would be you could divide both numbers by 1,000 to get the equivalent calculation of 560 divided by 16. You could have did a wee sum here, I suppose. The answer is 35 days, so B in this case. But for part B, it's still going to be a divide. It's still going to be a how many times does that go into that kind of one. But to do this one, you had to know how many miles was in a marathon, which is actually a wee bit of your kind of general knowledge. So there's 26 miles in a marathon. Now, of course, doing this divide, it doesn't go in exactly. The answer's 32.230769 marathons. So the answer would have been 32, which is C. But if you were live in the game show for this one, you would have had to have done a wee bit of estimating and rounding there, I would have said. Okay, on to the last story. England World Cup strip's been released. What's the total cost for a kit? So of course we need to add up the price for the shirt, which is 65, the price for the shorts, which is 30, and the price for the socks, which is 15. So that's £110 for one football kit. They certainly didn't cost that much money when I was a lad, but anyway. Right, so what's the percentage increase here? Well, the increase is going to be £9 because we can take 110 and 101 away from each other. So the percentage increase is 9 divided by the old cost, which is 101, and that makes it a decimal, and we change it to a percentage by times and by 100, and that comes to 8.9108, etc. So rounded to one decimal place, well, because that's a 1, we're going to keep this as a 9, so that's going to be an 8.9% increase. Okay, folks, so there you have it. That was our What Solutions for issue number 89. Hope you enjoyed doing them as much as we enjoyed making them. Stay tuned for next week's edition when there'll be more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.